Playboy decided that they are no longer going to have nudity in their magazines. And now they are making this decision because they're deciding to redesign their magazine in accordance with their online presence. Their online presence changed in 2014, and they made it more safe for work. And of course, they also had to change it because they wanted to be on Facebook and Twitter and multiple other social media outlets, which do not allow nudity. When they relaunched their website in 2014 with these safe for work changes, they saw that they made a 258% jump in unique visitors. The average age of its readers went from 47 to just over 30. Web traffic increased from 4 million to 16 million unique users per month, according to the New York Times. Now, they are also making these changes to kind of put a more focus on the interviews, because nowadays people can readily, at any time, anywhere, any place, have porn. I can pull up an app, the internet on my phone, and look at porn. And that's what they're trying to combat. And they know they can't compete with that, so they're saying, let's put more emphasis on the articles. And this is not totally weird, because you do have the jokes that I read Playboy for the articles. But they do have some really good interviews that they have had before, from people including Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., Jimmy Carter, Fidel Castro, Jimmy Hoffa, and way more. So,
hold on, did you say Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yeah, Martin Luther King Jr. Yes, you heard me correctly on that.
Playboy?
Yes, he did an interview with Playboy. It was back in the 1960s. I'm not totally sure which year, but it did happen.
Okay.
Yeah, right? So it's not totally strange that they would want to move to that. I think one big essence that they're lacking is that when they did these articles is that they did have really good writers that are more known writers nowadays. But moving forward, they also want to do this because back in their heyday, they sold 7 million copies a month. And nowadays, they only sell 800,000 copies a month. And given the fact that their online version has increased to, again, 258% jump in unique visitors, it's almost worth it to make that jump, they feel. And so they're doing this, to facilitate that and to not try to compete with online porn industry, because they can't. They may have originated the whole naked woman idea, but they cannot anymore compete with that.
And they never did pornography, which is different than taking nude photos. They never did actual porn videos and things of that nature. So
Playboy did porn videos.
Did they?
They did.
Yes, sir. Playboy did porn videos.
They did, but it wasn't.
Sorry. Magazine was very singular when it came to the spreads and the portfolio.
All women.
Videos were just as, I won't say just as good as Hustler, because good job, Hustler, but no, they
did porn? I did not know that.
They did do porn, but it was...
Yeah, they actually did porn.
Okay.
When I think of Playboy porn, I think of more like the nighttime on television porn. Where you never see the person enter the female. It's very softcore. Now, they are making this change, and it will take place in March of 2016. However, they aren't going to stop showing women in provocative poses. So they just won't be nude. So they will still be doing that.
Right now, the very last issue of Nude Playboy is a collector's item.
Right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the last issue of Playboy Nudes is a collector item.
I wanted to say really quick, I stated the exact reason that you just outlined before we knew the facts of this topic. We were just talking why do you think they would do this? to capture the more mainstream audience, to put themselves on magazine shelves. That's exactly what I stated, and that's exactly what the facts have shown. Is that they're trying to get themselves out there with people like King Magazine and people where they still show women in provocative, poses, but they're not nude, so they can put them up on the magazine shelves like it's no big deal. So it's like, I really foresaw this coming, and I think it's a smart move on their part, and unless they're going to go full blown into the porn industry and start producing actual hardcore porn videos, they can't compete. They need to change up with the market, change with the times.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but as a 37-year-old man, and Aaron, how old are you?
24.
Jaysin?
I'm 26.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm 25. I forget my age sometimes.
Figure out how old you are. I'm at least a decade older than you guys.
Absolutely.
Well, my generation, my time frame, Playboy was the first time that guys of my generation got to see things like that.
Yeah.
And there was no internet, there was no apps, there was no Reddit, none of that stuff.
Just making people
But,
look at it.
yeah, I know.
Let me ask you a quick question. But that was also Playboy was also a bonding moment for you and your father, right?
No,
No,
that's creepy.
See,
I think you hear that story wrong. It's like they steal the Playboy from their father. They don't sit down and watch it with
See,
their
some people have made the argument that when it comes to Playboy, they have made a connection with their father because maybe they stole the magazine from their father, but then their father found out, and it was one of those moments where your father sits down with you, he has that talk, and you connect with him, and it's one of those moments where you feel like your father gets you.
Dude, based on some of the clothing women wear nowadays, they might as well be naked. So really, there's no big difference besides actually seeing the slit in the nipples. Other than that, women are, especially in these spreads, are going to be so naked you could still have that moment with your son. I don't think that would change.
I'm just saying, Playboy removing nudes, like Playboy's an iconic magazine for my generation. Mm-hmm. And for them to go the way of Maxim, to go the way of GQ, at that point, they are actually, to me, getting lost in the shuffle of everybody else. Whereas Playboy was, this is your, I don't want to say decent nudes, because, thank you Playboy, but it was very much, this was your soft core. Then you got the Hustlers. Then you got 3 magazines that have their own specialized names.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Playboy was the iconic starter pack.
A man coming into himself. What are you thinking over there, Sirena? Why you're cringing left and right?
I don't think you guys want me to get in on this.
Yes, sir.
I absolutely would love you to get in.
Okay. First off, I am not taboo about sex. I was raised to be taboo about sex, and I recognize that that's actually bad. The more taboo you make it, the more people are going to do it irresponsibly.
Actually, I'm not happy.
Yes, because your children, and I will tell you, I had a major part of this. Your children know everything that there is to know about sex. They know how to be responsible about it, and they know that they have somebody they can come talk to about it.
And that's
Okay,
that
boys, if you're watching this, I will absolutely kill you.
But the girls have to say, because I got that.
I'm not you guys. I'm talking about like other boys and my dog.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause the way you said that did not seem like you were talking to other
like you was coming for us.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want your babies. What is this?
Like the
what is this?
I'm not.
This is not computer.
Okay. So a couple of different things I've got going here. Taboo, sex, bad. Sex is real. Sex happens. Sex sells. People like sex. It's nature. It's natural. The other side of this, and I didn't even think anywhere near these lines until Brandon just was like, yeah, Playboy is the gateway
Gateway.
to bad porn.
Bad porn. Whatever.
Not bad porn, but you know, the hard shit, the bad shit, the things that, you know, you accidentally click on and go, oh god! I never wanted to see that in my life.
Happened once.
Oh, mine. Twice now. Anyway, that's not
I gotta realize these are the best videos we have done.
Oh my goodness. Alright, keep going.
We're talking about a gateway porn. From the way that you just described it.
Gateway porn.
From the way that you just described it.
That's kind of how you describe it.
And then you jump up to Hustler, and then you jump up to this, and then you move to, you know, these magazines that have that special whatever. So you're kind of breeding rapists and sociopaths in that way.
No.
You are.
I believe rapists and sociopaths because I watch porn. Because Joe Schmo watches porn. Not me, I don't. That's wrong and bad and evil.
You should be about it too.
But anyway. No, people watching porn are not sociopaths. They're trying to do what they need to do before they go to work.
By themselves.
Wait.
Except,
As the only person here that is single, I watch porn. I love porn. It helps me. It helps
I'm a
me.
married woman and I love porn. It's cool.
It takes care of what I need to take care of in order to not feel stressed throughout the day. Because I don't have a significant other who is down for doing the dirt.
I would say if there was less porn, it would be worse. Because you would have a lot of very frustrated people, not only just men.
Absolutely.
So it's like I wouldn't say that it leads to sociopaths.
No.
I don't know if you said that right, because like there's a big difference between dissecting a puppy in your neighborhood and watching porn.
Wait. Dissecting your puppy in your neighborhood is a psychopath.
Oh, my bad.
A sociopath is kind of different.
Let me make a clarification. I watch porn. I'm not a sociopath. I am not a racist. I don't think that watching porn necessarily makes you, that. But the way that Brandon described it, and that's the reason why I went here, was because that's the picture he painted. And all the people who are opponents to porn, all the people who still believe that sex should be taboo, that's the way that they think. And Brandon sat there and painted this perfect path to justify that life. You got soft porn, and you got this.
I agree with you.
Worse as you go along.
I wouldn't say it gets worse. It gets more specified.
It gets more graphic. I think what you're saying is it's like
It's not even more graphic, but it gets more specified.
I won't even go into things that I fucking see. I won't.